Hi, I'm Andy Schmuckler. I was uh, I'm a product of cultural forces that uh, pushed me deep into the idea of creating things in writing. Uh, the written word was, in some ways, everything, and I applied myself to the written word in a serious way from the time I was 15, and um, I was raised to present things in a certain kind of way, or at least with certain values paramount, among which were clarity, um, logic, uh, and a systematic building of the argument so that the reader is compelled or led uh, to reach the conclusions uh, that animated the writing of it, the desire to say something and to persuade people this is what's true. Um, so I love the written word. It is an art form. Um, and it just, I mean, it's way above. It's up there with Bach and Mozart, um, and way beyond for me things you see in an art museum. Um, from Shakespeare to really beautiful essays or anything like that. Love it. And I've spent a whole lot of energy laying out again and again in a systematic way, an orchestrated way, a planned way, uh, conveying to the reader this better human story in one form or another. Mm. There was something in, well, there's that book back there that the product of 14 years' work. Well, a dozen. Um, took two more years for the book to come out from the University of California Press. But there, if you go to a betterhumanstory.org, a betterhumanstory.org, running down the middle of the page, there's my latest effort to put this thing out there for people to see. Uh, in that essay, there are four other ways of laying it out there that are carefully orchestrated, that are my best effort, uh, employing all my resources as I get older, and still some passion to do it, even if I'm of diminished energy. Uh, there it is. And in it, there are paths off to several previous attempts. From the 2014 attempt in something called Press the Battle uh, to the 2015 publication of a book that's over this shoulder, What We're Up Against, uh, to the 2017 version, which was called A Better Human Story, to the 2022 version, which is called The Fateful Step, that being the step out of the natural order onto the path of civilization. It's there. I'm enjoying moving into the realm of the written, of the spoken word. The spoken word is more what we human are about. I have to think. I mean, writing was invented when 5,000 years ago. I've wondered how far back the spoken word might go. I see figures like 50,000 years, but for whatever it's worth, I kind of feel it goes back a lot further than that. But anyway, we've been talking to each other for a very long time, and there's something maybe more elemental. I mean, the writing thing is, in a way, it's a performance that's not just what we do of just being ourselves. I don't know, through the spoken word. Though I guess people can certainly hide who they are. Still, there's something, I think, vital about the spoken word. Um, at least at its best, I think it gets through at more levels. I mean, I've heard it said that what's being communicated, uh, the great majority of what's being communicated is not in the words. Body language and such. I have not really fully grasped if that's an exaggeration, but I have heard it said more than once. But in any event, I think that it goes very deep in us to grok other human beings through the face-to-face encounter with who they are, and the spoken word being a part of that. So I've been sort of in a more rarefied world as a writer. Uh, I don't feel like I've succeeded well enough as a writer to suit me. The reason I'm doing YouTubes is I'm willing to try whatever um, because I think it could matter, and I just don't believe I'm entitled to accept when I could continue to fight. So we've got a problem, and I think that there's an integrated vision of things that can help us meet that problem. And I'm uh, wanting to be here and manifest as best I can a credible human being. I don't know, exactly how I come across, but I'm feeling goodwill toward the people I'm talking to. And I'm completely sincere in what I'm saying, and I'm doing the best I can to show something. So having me come across with it, maybe it will be more successful than my being out there on Mount Olympus or whatever. Plus, in terms of a new art form, I feel like I like it being an improvisational mode. The writing is, like sheet music from Bach or Mozart. It's all planned out. But I'm wanting to be fully unfolding like a jazz musician who doesn't know what he's going to be playing in 30 seconds. He's just going with where the music leads. There's sort of a difference in what I think I convey in the improvisational mode. It isn't systematic. I don't prove things. Um, and I think of it as being an integrative vision in that the processes of association that I'm just letting go, they're like a bolt of lightning or something like that, that show the connections. You can see it going from one part of the sky to another part of the sky, illuminating pieces of the landscape momentarily. When I write, I try to show the connections in a way it's sort of like an erector set put it together. It stands there, it's not going to fall down. But this is more suggestive of if you can bring in the Civil War and the same thing where you talked about Jesus of Nazareth, you know, we can sort of envision how those two things might be connected, and that's sort of fun for me. And I'm hoping that it works. I mean, it's up to me to make it work. And so it's the whole person just being his actual self. And it's jazz, hoping that it will be sufficiently plausible that people who care about such things will go look to see whether the erector set really can prove these things. So that's how I hope it works. It is fulfilling for me to be myself and to say the things that are so important to me. And I just hope that it's meaningful for some people to receive. Thanks for listening.